All right. And we are live here on Real Sports Live. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Sideline Sitdown. We're joined today by McHi, pitcher, and UT signee, Aaron Nixon. Aaron, how you been, man?
Been doing good, trying to stay busy.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel that, man. Before we get started, just like to thank a few of the sponsors joined here on Real Sports Live. Obviously, Hacienda, South Padre Dry Island, Shareland, and ISD, just some of the few sponsors that we have here on Real Sports Live. Continuing through these tough times, and those tough times, Aaron, I mean, we're getting through it. Obviously, there's some light we have right now, but I want to start off by asking you, how did you feel when you first got the news that your baseball season was uh, kind of not looking up to what it was going to live up to?
I mean, obviously it was a bummer. I didn't get to play my senior year with all my friends I've been playing with since I was like 8 years old. But I mean, I understand where they're coming from right now, trying to keep everybody safe and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, I think it's a blessing for some people because they get some extra work in before college and they get to keep their arms healthy for college or draft or whatever they need to do. So, I mean, right now I'm just trying to stay busy and get an off season going, get a throwing program going, just get ready.
I like the attitude already. I hate that I had to start off with a bad question, but that's a good way to put it, man. Yeah. So, what have you been doing to stay in shape for baseball?
I mean, I got a throwing program. I throw a long toss like twice a week. I go to my backyard and we throw into a big old net. And I do weights 4 times a week, and I have some hills behind my house that I do some sprints and hills and just like explosive stuff. And I've been really hitting that hard, like trying to get my first step better, be quicker, faster, stronger. So that's what I've been doing right now.
Nice. Are you thinking of trying to like go to a park or something, or is this all like in your house, or what is it like? What is that
I
like?
mean, we have these hills behind my house that I can run up. So I go to behind my house and go up there. And I just don't, for a long toss, I throw in a huge net. It helps me. And we got like a little radar here. We got a little pitching mound in my garage with like a plyo ball mat. So I get all my bullpens done there. I play catch with my dad to work on my pitches. And I take infield in my backyard and the grass spot we have. And I'm just trying to make do with what I have right now. I'm just trying to stay busy and make do.
And honestly, it sounds like you've been at it for a while, and obviously you have because you're going to be going to a good school next year. I want you to talk about how did you start playing baseball, and when did you know that baseball was in the future?
I mean, when I started playing baseball ever since I could walk, my first memory was I was in my backyard. I was probably like 3 or 4 years old, and I had that little tee and the big bat that everybody has when they're younger. And all I wanted to do was hit the ball over the backyard fence. I mean, I just remember hitting, and then one day I hit over the fence, and I wanted to be like Babe Ruth and sign the ball and like put it up in my room. You know, like I don't know. I just always loved the game, and I love practicing. I love working for it, and ever since I was young, I just loved it.
Go ahead and talk about the. I know you played travel ball with the Bandidos. Is that correct?
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah. How did you get started with that? And what was your journey through playing travel ball like?
I mean, it was amazing. I mean, Coach Ray was a great coach. He had a lot of connections, and he put me in the grease. I mean, bases loaded, no outs. Put Aaron in. He's gonna pitch. All this stuff. I mean, he got me ready for whatever I needed to be ready for, and I started playing for him when I was my 12U season, and it was like the NYBC season. The NYBC was like the big tournament that year. All the great teams went there, nationally televised. It was like the Little League World Series of 12U travel ball. Super competitive. Everybody went. I remember that was my first year with him, and I mean, he really pushes you. If you know him, he really pushes you, and he really helped me out. My dad was the assistant coach, and he was good. He was a first base coach. You know, had both of them great coaches, and it was a great year. I mean, I grew up with the Banditos. I played with a lot of great players and competed against great players as well. And I mean, it was just really great for my development.
So what kind of places did you go? I know it was like a big stage, but what were some of the, I guess, your favorite places that you've traveled with that team?
Oh, with that team, I mean, Georgia. I mean, Lake Point, Georgia. When we go every summer, it's a great time there. It's baseball everywhere. Probably like 240 300 teams there when you're there. So everybody's baseballed out, everybody's working, everybody's training. I mean, it's just a great environment. I mean, you go play and there's 50 scouts in the stands. So, I mean, it's just a great environment. You got to love it, the competitiveness and all the great players around you. So, I mean, probably the best place was Lake Point, Georgia. Yes, sir.
And I'm assuming that's how your recruiting process kind of started, is it?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. My recruiting process started when I was my summer before freshman year when UT saw me. That was the first time they saw me.
Oh, wow. So that's pretty early on. And that's I think honestly, that's pretty impressive for UT, even because we all know how elite and good UT is at baseball. Yeah, just going off more on that, talk about a little bit more the process you had with UT. And from what I've heard, I think that was your dream school, correct?
Oh, definitely. There's the interview. I mean, there's an interview when I was real young. I was like 9 years old, and then we just won like 9U national championship at like Big League Dreams. And I get interviewed, and they say, "Oh, where do you want to go to school? Where are you planning on going to school?" And I said UT. I mean, nobody saw that until I actually verbally committed, but I just remember that as a great memory. And UT saw me because I was playing 2 age groups up. I was playing 16U as a 14-year-old with the Banditos because I always played up. I always played my age group. I played everywhere. And they saw me. They were probably scouting some other guys, and I had a great game. And, it was all went up from there. And I went to visit that summer before school. And I knew it was my dream school. I knew I was going to commit before I even got to campus. So.
And that's kind of rare, like someone committing and then standing by that. I think out of all my times, I think I believe, in my opinion, that you have one of the longest commitments too. So that's pretty awesome to see that someone stands by that decision throughout their 4 years, knowing that I'm sure you got plenty of other offers as well.
I mean, yeah, I love the coaching staff. I think they just added Troy Tulowitzki also, which is amazing. I mean, the coaching staff's awesome with Pierce, Coach Miller, Coach Allen. All of them are the great coaches, and I love the atmosphere there and all the facilities built for baseball. And it's just a dream school, and I think anybody would want to go there. And you can see our recruiting class is amazing. So, I mean, it's going to be a fun few years there. So
cool. If I may ask, what other schools gave you offers?
Honestly, like, it was kind of crazy at the beginning before UT offered me. Like, everything was going crazy, but they have a lot of respect for like baseball is different than football. Like baseball, they have a lot of respect for if you're committed. Mm-hmm. Like all the coaches like respect each other. They know each other. So I mean, I didn't get really a lot of talk after I committed, but because they respect UT so much, it's a greatly respected school, and all my coaches are greatly respected. So I mean, I was just 100% committed to UT all the way.
Good answer. No, yeah, I'm just mentioning because I'm a Tech guy, and Tech baseball is just as good. I'm not trying to compete with you, but
UT. Oh, my dad went to Texas Tech.
Oh, right, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I went to law school there.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
I lived in Lubbock for about like 5 years.
Oh, that's awesome. How do you like it?
I liked it. I was young. I played. They didn't have t-ball there, so they played like a knee pitch. I never played t-ball until I got down here.
Okay. No, that's awesome. Now going more into your high school career, what was the point where you started getting into more of I guess more of a higher advanced playing style? And does that make sense in high school? At what point did you know that you were at your best?
I think going into high school, I was playing at a pretty competitive level because all of the competitiveness I've had during the summers and all the travel ball. Like after my freshman year of high school, I played with the 17U Banditos team, and had a lot of draft prospects on there. I mean, almost everybody was a draft prospect. I was playing with them. I was playing against draft prospects. Mm-hmm. They were a lot older than me. I mean, I was 15 and they were 17, 18. So, I mean, it was a great experience. I got to learn a lot from the guys, and a lot of first-round picks were in there on that team. And then just throughout high school, I learned a lot about the game from Coach Bamba and the situations we were put in. I mean, we were a lot of clutch situations we were put in, and it was all about the grease. And I mean, honestly, all of high school was just a great experience and learning experience for me.
And yeah, talk about Coach Bamba. He's obviously a legend. Talk about playing for him for your last 4 years.
I mean, he's the brains. He has the brains of the head coach, and he's been doing it for so long. He's been through every situation possible, probably before I even got there. And I mean, he just knows exactly what to do in every situation that we're in. So I mean, it just makes it a lot easier on us because he talks to us and the situations we're put in. He's been through them, so he just helps us out a lot with that. And he's a great coach, and I had a great time playing with him. He's awesome.
And I do want to ask. This is kind of like a late question too. Going back to your signing day, I'm sure you said you knew from the day that you got the offer that you were 100%. How did that feel just putting it to paper?
Oh, it was surreal. It was surreal. It was a huge signing. A lot of people showed up, and I was nervous. I don't really get nervous too much, but I was nervous because the whole gym was packed out, and I was talking, and I mean, it was definitely emotional. It was just awesome. All my friends were there since I met in kindergarten, and it was just a great day. It was a very happy day, and not really much. I can't really put it into words how much it meant to me.
That's awesome, man. No, that's pretty awesome. Going back to, I know you played quarterback as well for McHi. Talk about your decision to not play your senior year. I'm pretty sure you had some thinking in going in that you wanted to play baseball specifically. So go in and talk about that. Is your decision to not play?
My last year playing football, I was a varsity quarterback my sophomore year, and then it was fun. Playing football is Friday Night Lights. I mean, you can't. It's awesome, but I went that summer. I went to this. I played the travel ball circuit and everything, and I went to this USA team camp for a week, and I got to play in Wrigley Field, and I got to see all the other competitors I've played against throughout the years. And I just decided that I wanted to focus on baseball, to have an off season and get faster and stronger and get my body right, get my arm right, get a little break, to focus on just baseball. Because I think it's off season is huge for athletes that want to do what I want to do. So I started a little earlier than everybody else, and I think it was a great decision. I love McHi football. It was awesome, but it was just a good decision for me and what I want to do.
Yeah, I know a lot of athletes tend to do that, especially if they have a college to play, especially after their senior year. So it's a great answer to that. I wanted to project on that as well. You mentioned you played for the Team USA team as well. Again, what is that like? Like, not many people get to say, "Hey, I played for a national team." So how was that? How was that experience?
Yeah, it was like the top 40 that year. So it wasn't really the national team. It was like the development. So They wanted to develop you. It was like a practice thing with all the coaches and stuff like that. There's no national team that year. It was just the top 40 guys that year. And it was just a great thing. It was awesome. Coach Jack Leggett was amazing. He coached many years in college baseball. He was an amazing coach there. Taught me a lot. But it was just awesome. My junior year, I went to PDP. That was a different story. That was probably the best experience I've ever had in baseball. Got to meet Chipper Jones, Derek Jeter, Ryan Howard. Andy Pettit was my pitching coach. It was a great thing. That was different. That was a different experience. I learned a lot from them.
Wow. Did you guys still get to play against different countries, or was this more like development, like playing against teams from within the U.S.?
It was the PDP thing was a top 85 guys, the top 85 prospects in the U.S. They went to IMG. We lived there for a month, and we practiced every day, played games against each other. We were separated into 4 teams, and we practiced and played every day. And we just learned from like Chipper Jones, Ryan Howard, Derek Jeter, Andy Pettit. It was just amazing. And then from there, they cut it down to 45 who went to the Cleveland All-Star game, which I made the cut, went to Cleveland on the All-Star break, played there with the top 45 guys. And then we had a break for a month in the summer. And then we went to California with the top 45 guys. And unfortunately, I got cut from there. But I mean, it was a great experience. I learned a lot, and I mean, I wouldn't replace it for anything else.
Man, it sounds like you've done a lot of traveling then already.
Definitely. No, yeah, it was awesome though. I loved it.
All right. Going back to you back in UT, are you expected to go there and pitch strictly, or are they talking about moving you around, or what's your plan once you get to
Right now I'm going there as a two-way. I mean, I'll play anything they need me to do, anything they need me to play, I would do. I'm just going in there with an open mind and ready to work and help the team win.
How excited are you to get there? Obviously, it's kind of a rough time right now, and things are a little unforeseen. But saying that things can play out and sports can return, how excited are you to finally get on the UT's baseball field and go ball out?
I mean, it's been a long time coming since I've verbally committed and signed, and I mean, I'm just ready to get out there and get with the guys and start working and win a lot of baseball games. That's what I'm looking forward to doing, winning baseball games.
Awesome. Now, aside from all sports, I know that you said you were doing twice a week baseball. What else are you doing in your free time? Like movies, video games? What else are you doing?
I mean, schoolwork, baseball. I try to find shows on Netflix. I'm a big movie guy, honestly. Honestly, I've pretty much watched every movie possible. And it's a hard time for me right now because I'm rewatching all the old movies like Rocky IV and stuff like that. And I'm trying to find some new movies, waiting for stuff to come out. It's a hard time for me, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen the Jordan documentary yet?
Oh, yeah. I watched that last night. It's something to look forward to every Sunday.
I haven't seen it. Oh, my goodness.
It's amazing. His mentality is
what's
something.
Been your favorite one so far? Which episode?
I like the Pippen. I like Pippen. I like that the first two episodes were pretty cool because it showed how, like, he wasn't just a one-man team and Pippen really had to contribute for the team to win. And it just shows, like, Michael Jordan just growing up and how he didn't make the freshman team and he came back at 6'3" and just became the best player in the nation and all this stuff. I mean, it just shows the mentality. That's why I like to watch documentaries, because the mentality that around these athletes are just awesome.
No, I definitely believe that. On schoolwork base, how have you adapted to doing your classwork online?
I mean, it's honestly pretty easy. I mean, I'm a senior, so a lot of my schoolwork's pretty much done right now. I mean, it's the last 6 weeks of school. So it's pretty easy. You just need to get your work done and you're done with the day. So I just try to get it done in the morning before I finish everything.
Yeah, simple, get it done throughout the day and then go back to watching Netflix. Exactly.
Definitely.
Before we wrap up, I know you're a good athlete, man. So I figure that you probably would have some advice for any aspiring athletes, maybe even little ones that want to get their feet wet in the college experience. So what advice would you give to anyone trying to achieve the college dream?
I mean, for any athlete that wants to achieve the college dream, obviously work hard. But as much as you work strength and speed and stuff like that, I really think you should work flexibility and mobility, because strength and speed is nothing without it. So that's something I've really learned, that I've really started doing. And just work hard and just compete. I mean, I love to compete. That's my adrenaline. Like, that's my adrenaline rush. I love to be out there, 3,000 people more in the stands against the best team in the nation and just playing, just grinding out with my buddies and just competing at the highest level possible.
Cool. And kind of a fun question, if you could get drafted by any team of your choice, who would it be?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not much of a team watcher. Like, I like to watch players.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I watch the Nationals because of Bryce Harper. I watch the Angels because of Mike Trout. I watch the Astros because of Bregman. Like stuff like that. Like, I watch the Mets because of Stroman. I just like to watch. I like to watch players play. I don't much like to watch teams. You know what I mean?
Don't necessarily have a favorite. Yeah.
I guess you can call me a bandwagon, but I love to watch players.
No, yeah, no. I don't think that's a bandwagon. I mean, if you watch different players, it's a different story.
Definitely, yes, sir.
That's awesome, dude. Hey, well, I appreciate that advice, dude. Any shout outs you want to give before we wrap up?
I just like to thank the Valley for helping me grow and helping me get out there and building me into the person I am today. And I like to thank Coach Ray, Coach Bamba, obviously my parents, and obviously all the UT coaches for giving me a chance so young. And I think it's going to be a bright future coming up for the Longhorns, and I can't wait.
Awesome, Aaron. Well, that's going to wrap up our show. Aaron, thank you for joining us. Coming up at 3 o'clock, we're going to have Alex, also from McHi, will join us at 3 o'clock. Kevin will be with him at 5 o'clock. We're going to have the Real Hondo Legends 2017 softball team. Quite a member over a Hondo softball team that's put the foundation for years to come. Wednesday, we'll be back as well. Friday as well. Also like to thank our sponsors, Hacienda, Sharyland IZ, NS, Rotary, and South Padre Island for being our sponsors through this time. Again, Aaron, thanks for joining us, and good luck at UT, man.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having me.
Yes, sir. See ya.